Hey, it's Jamie. It's Relationship Wednesday, and today I have a few tips for the couples. So, if you heard my previous message on how to rediscover yourself inside of your marriage, the reason that was necessary is because so often, unfortunately, we can be in a marriage or relationship and we lose our identity. We lose who we are, and that's not necessary. So, I'm going to share some tips on how to avoid that if you haven't already gotten to that place. So, yes, the two become one. I wholeheartedly believe that. However, that does not mean that you lose who you are. And so, the first tip would be in practicing self love and self care, which I've shared so many other times, but that is essential in loving yourself first and caring for yourself so that, yes, you are better to love your spouse and those around you, and that you hold on to your worth and your value, right? It's a lot harder to lose yourself when you really love and appreciate the you that you are. So that's number one. Two, in maintaining your identity, maintain it so much so that you are that person that your spouse fell in love with, right? There's a reason. It's not because you morphed into, this person that they wanted you to be, I would hope, right? They fell in love with who you are. So maintain that. And that does not exclude us from growth because we are constantly evolving and growing and bettering ourselves, right? You always want to be a better version of yourself and always becoming, yes. So appreciate that individual that you are. Appreciate your authentic self, right? That goes back to the self-love and the self-care. So maintain that identity in who you are, because 9 times out of 10, if you were attracted to each other, there's a balance there. That's something that you have. We tend to be attracted to what we lack, right? So you balance each other out. That also strengthens the relationship because that's as it should be, right? The two become one and you just make this beautiful picture, but it's so much more effective and it's so much more of a meaningful relationship when you two are whole individuals and you come together. So don't lose sight of your identity. The third tip I would say is finding something that's yours, right? So it's great. My husband and I, we travel together, we do work out together. We have things that we do together that form that bond and that maintain that friendship. That's also important inside of your relationship, in your marriage. However, we also have our own thing, and that helps you to maintain your individuality. And I know that I'm created for a purpose. I know that I'm created to life coach, not my husband. My husband has his own thing. So I'm his biggest fan. He's my biggest fan. We can cheer each other on in our own things. And so, yes, that support definitely bonds us together, right? That the fact that I can depend on him and he can depend on me to be there in support of his love and his passion and his purpose. So even though that's individual, right, there's still something that brings us together without sacrificing one for the other. So hopefully that helps you just in keeping your purpose and keeping to what's yours and keeping to your individuality. It keeps you fulfilled, it keeps you satisfied, and it avoids things like resentment that can build up, or the fact that you had to sacrifice your dream for the other. That just shouldn't be. So hopefully these tips help. You can avoid that. If you need support or further support in this area, I'm just a discovery call away. Shoot me a DM. I'd be happy to help you. But that's it for now. It is Relationship Wednesday, so as always, I hope the sex is bomb.